Well, welcome back, trading friends, and it is Tuesday, and I'm 5 weeks into this programming lark. I've been doing all this and reading these thick and insanely intense books on how to create code in a trading platform to automate trades for me. And week 5, we're starting to make some major breakthroughs. In fact, Robert is he's just nailing it. Robert is my trading robot, and have refined Robert a little bit, have optimized him, and I'll show you what's going on in my trading platform. So I'll just pull this up and we will flick through to it. So you should see now, you should see my trading platform open here, and we're looking at yesterday, which was the 20th of October. And you can see that Robert, at a particular time in the day, when the price was above this VWAP line by a certain amount, he started taking sell trades. And there's a reason for that. There's a couple of reasons, but the main one being around the market makers or the big trading banks and their behaviors. And what they'll do at the beginning of the week, particularly on Mondays, is they will induce the retail market by pushing the price up, and then at some point in time they will reverse the market and go on a counter trend, followed by a bit of consolidation, followed by a further counter trend. And that's how they make their money, and they make billions and billions and trillions doing this every day. To push the market up 1 pip on, say, the Euro USD, which we're looking at here, you would have to buy 10,000 lots, which is a big chunk of cash to move the market 1 pip. And in this case, they've moved the market 25 pips or more, typically 25 to 50 pips above this volume weighted average price. So what they do is they all gang together, these big the top 10 trading banks, they circular trade between themselves. So big bank A, might be JP Morgan, will say to HSBC, mate, I want to buy 500 million euros from you, and in a few hours I'll sell them back to you. And what that does, it just forces the price up, and they all do it. It's called rigging the market. So what you can see classically here on a Monday is that the banks have pushed the price up, induced the retail traders to go long, and then at which point they've reversed the market. This happens like clockwork every Monday. So what Robert the robot does, based on a couple of things, which is that the banks will always sell when a price is well below above the VWAP line. They will look to take a profit back to VWAP. That's very common because they'll buy below VWAP and get a bargain, and then when they're significantly above, they'll sell back, and that's how they make their money. But this market maker activity, the behavior of these circular trades and trapping these retailers before they flush them out happens every Monday. So if I have a look at something here, I've been doing a bit of optimization. It's a thing called the strategy tester, which I'll pull up, and I can pull up my single robot, which is Stevo VWAP Scalper, and I've put them on the Euro USD on a 5-minute chart, and we can back test them from, say, the 1st of January 2024 up to yesterday. So let's do that. In terms of inputs, he's going to trade with half a lot. He is going to wait for that price to go 25 pips above the volume weighted average price. He'll take up to 10 trades per day. He's only going to trade on a Monday, and he's only going to trade 5 hours, 5 very specific hours in this chart. The timing is very important. So he's only ever going to trade on a Monday, and what we can do is we can kick him off in visual mode, and let's do that. And what the computer is doing now, it is loading all of that back data going back to the 1st of January 2024, and you can see we're up to the 16th of January here, and you can see our balance has gone from 10,000 up to 10,610. You can see these trades all being executed and being closed, and our profit is going up and up and up. So we're already a month into it, and we've made 10% on our money. The trading banks use algorithmic trading on about 35% of their trading volume. It's very popular now in the big financial companies, that they have supercomputers right next to big exchanges, and they are doing what I'm effectively doing, which is having the computer buy and sell for me. So if we look at the history here so far, so our balance is up to 12.5 grand. You see the history, all of the trades that have been executed, and every time we've taken a profit, we can see these green take profit guys here, and they'll be scattered throughout as it opens and closes these trades. But this is a simulation, it's not actual trading. You can see in the operations that we have, we started with ticket number 2, and we are now up to about ticket 600. So we're in May, and we've already taken 600 trades automatically. And the journal, not much to see there. If we saw an error with the robot, we would see that. But generally, we're just looking at the orders that are triggered and sent, and deals that are being opened and closed here. So back to our balance, we're at 15 grand, 23rd of May 2024, so we've got a wee way to go. You'll see that with my robot, it prints on the screen a number of variables that I've created in the code, like the server time and the time that it will start trading, stop trading, whether the time is between those hours, whether it's true or false. It'll take the trades or it will leave the trades. It only ever trades on a Monday, which is day number 1, and you'll see these days ticking over as the chart goes past, taking a maximum trades of 10 trades, the number of open trades at the particular time. But it's all going so fast, the human eye can't really keep up. But we can see the balance is now 16,559. This is going to take a wee bit of time, so it's just a matter of waiting until it gets to the end. And yeah, we will see the result. Obviously, there's a lot of data here. Each one of the candles that you see whipping past on the chart is a 5-minute period. Now here's a period where we've got a lot of drawdown. You can see all these minus trades. Sometimes during the trading day or session, there could be bad news that hits the market. Typically not on a Monday, but there can be other macroeconomic events that could cause a significant change in the price. An example might be that Trump comes out in the media and announces another executive order for a change in tariffs, or a tariff announcement, or that he's telling China to stick it, or he's picking a war with Putin, or whatever he's doing, or he's telling Vladimir to bugger off. So you can get these short periods of drawdown, but what we're really interested in here is looking at our equity, which is the amount of cash we actually have on hand, and you'll see that our equity is matching up with our balance. So that is a good position to be in. We're not burning through too much cash, and the robot is continuing to make money. So yeah, we're now up to November of last year, and it'll take just a few more minutes, but it's worth waiting just to show you the outcome. And this is how these trading banks make massive profits. This is going to top out at 40 grand, the 40 grand account balance on a starting deposit of 10k, with the robot taking more than 1,000 trades, and we'll just see where he ends up. So yeah, 30. So we're now January 2025. We're up to 20 $21,300. History, how many tickets are we up to now? We're up to 1,864 tickets. So the robot is going crazy. $22,000, more than doubled our money in just over a year, which is a bit better than you're going to get it on your term deposit at the ANZ Bank or your savings account at the ASB. These big trading banks, they are big international banks. You won't find that the ANZ Bank is involved in any of this activity. They're just too small. We're talking about the big international banks, the likes of JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Citadel, UBS. These banks have major trading desks in the 3 different time zones. So you'll find that Citadel will have a branch in the west coast of America, the east coast of America. They'll have branches in places like Hong Kong, Singapore, Tokyo, Frankfurt, London, and they have market makers in each one of these major branches, and they come on duty and they communicate between themselves. They can see on their dashboards the combined open trades of all of the brokers they have on their books. So one big major international bank could have 10,000 brokers. Those brokers might represent several million or 100 million retail customers, and they can see on their dashboard at any point in time their exposure, how many open trades they have, what volume of buyers they have versus sellers, what that means in terms of potential revenue if they liquidate these guys, and what they'll do to entrap them and then liquidate them so they can trade from their own desks and make even more money. This is how the international banking sector works, and not too many retail traders do understand it. So probably a fraction of 1% of people trading would really understand how these big banks are actually working behind the scenes. And we're up to $36,000 on our small $10,000 deposit. We're up to June, so not too far to go. Not much more I can tell you until it finishes, other than I'm looking out the window at 3 sheep. I've walked the dog this morning. I've cut a little bit more code here, done some more back testing, and I'm looking to launch my robot on a live account probably in the next couple of weeks. I'm pretty confident now I have everything as I want it. It'll be time to really put it to the test with some real cash. Other than that, I'm making some vodka downstairs, and my chili plants are coming along nicely. So we're looking forward to this coming Labour weekend. We're going to go see some bands. Got some friends coming over, and on the following Saturday, I'll be playing at the Mangawhai Beach School Market. So, while I'm doing all this crazy trading stuff, I also have a very humble life. I, play at beach markets, and I volunteer my time at the local RSA, and I'm brewing again down there tomorrow, helping the old guys with the brewing, because they're in their 70s and can't be lugging around big 50-litre kegs so much anymore. So I'll do all that and clean them out, and that's my contribution. And we'll have a tea break, which loosely means a few beers, and enjoy a bit of a midweek session. So we're up to September, not too far to go, only a few days left. We're up to $41,000 US here on our $10,000 deposit. When we get to the end, I'll show you the really interesting stuff, so just stand by. And I hope you're not getting too bored, but we're nearly there. 20th of October, and there's the end. Okay, so we closed out with a balance of $42,621, and in terms of history, open tickets, there were about 3,000 open tickets there. So a lot of trading that this wee robot has simulated. So I'm going to close this now, and we'll go back to my main chart, and we can see here in the back test that the summary of what's just unfolded. So we had an initial deposit here of $10,000. We made a gross profit overall of $32,885, and after some small losses of $264 overall, we had a net profit of $32,621. Now this is how the big trading banks around the world actually make money, folks. We had total trades or total deals of 3,124. A deal consists of two trades. There's a sell trade followed by a buy trade. So yeah, while the total trades were 1,562, the actual number of executions was double that. You can see here our profit factor, 124.56. That's just insane. Retail traders would look to have a profit factor of about 1.2 or something, and we're 124.56. Short trades 1, so these are the sell trades that my robot is set up to trade. 91% win rate, 131 consecutive wins, which is outstanding. So you'll see here in the graphs that my robot is only ever trading on a Monday, and here are the hours that the robot is trading between 4 and 9. You can see the number of entries it's been making by month, profits and losses by hour, obviously by weekday, and some of these trades are carried on over later in the week, but they're all closed out by Friday. And last but not least, the holding time is quite interesting. So these trades are, they're all done and dusted within a handful of hours. There's only a scattering that are, taking any longer. So that's the that's the summary. And then if we look at the graph, this is very interesting. This is a graph of our equity and balance. So you can see here we opened it with the $10,000 deposit, and then as the robot traded over months and months and months and months, it got right up here to its final position of 42,000 and something. Yeah, 42,621. So the equity and the balance are the same. So there was no major drawdown at the close of this test period. You can see we had a couple of times where there probably was some major, not news, but announcements, or the market was rocked a bit a few times during that year and a bit. But nothing too much to worry about, because our deposit load wasn't too seriously impacted. We always had enough cash on hand to cover the trades. And we had one Intel processor on a 10-year-old computer doing the back test. So that's the overview of how we can back test what we've coded. You'll see here on another chart, if I just look at the Euro USD, you'll see here yesterday, as I said before, the robot waited until a certain level was hit at a certain time frame, and then took a profit back at a VWAP on the originating candle, which was about here. So that's worked very well, and I hope you enjoyed that. It's getting pretty interesting, and in a year's time I'm going to be making some serious hooter, I hope. So in the meantime, happy trading, and go Robert. Cheers.